This week, we will be looking at the book of Psalms, chapter 135. For the last few weeks, we have been spending time in the book of Psalms, which I think is very appropriate considering what everyone is experiencing at the moment. And the part that I find insightful and encouraging is surprisingly the part where the author considers the experience of the Egyptians and how God had led the Israelites out of Egypt. The Egyptians were considered an enemy of the Israelites, and the author celebrates how God had caused suffering upon the Egyptians. But I don't think that the author is celebrating in such a way as to wish the suffering upon the Egyptians. If you remember in the story, God had originally tried to soften the Egyptians' hearts. The first motive that God had was to help the Egyptians help the Israelites. And so as we consider the suffering of others, we consider it with God's Spirit. And that is that God does not ever want anyone to suffer. And that as we look at those who are suffering, we can only empathize as God's people. And I appreciate how the author includes in every praise how God had led the Israelites out of Egypt. And as we consider our suffering and what those around the globe are experiencing, we as God's people can look at them with an empathetic heart, with God's heart, praying for the well-being of everyone. Stay healthy, stay blessed, stay grateful. We are praying for you as your church family, and we trust that God will lead us through. Amen.